Split and join are two useful functions that convert strings to lists and vice versa. Split splits a string into a list of smaller strings. The user can specify a delimiter to split by, or .split uses spaces by default. For example, if we create this string and call .split on it without passing in an argument, then we get a list of words. So the first item is this, the second item is, the third item is a, and string. Let's visualize another example on this string, leaders and best. When you call .split on this string with no arguments, you can think of it as cutting up the string by whatever delimiter we're specifying, or by spaces by default. So it's like cutting this string along every space and splitting it up into a list of words. Join is almost the opposite of split. Whereas split cuts the string up, join glues it back together and creates a longer string from a list of strings. So for example, if I have this list of 4 strings and I call space.join on this list, then I get one larger string with all of these elements glued back together. So let's take this split from our previous example and glue it back together by using join. I'm going to use this slash as my delimiter. So when we call join, all of these string elements are glued back together by that slash delimiter. And if we call split again on the resulting string, but this time I'll enter a delimiter of e, then we cut this string along every e and get a list of strings. And notice here that when we're splitting by e's, then we don't get any e's in the result because that's what we're actually splitting by. So split and join are two useful functions. Split cuts a string into a list of substrings, and we'll often use split to cut a string into a list of words. For example, when we want to find the longest word, then we would first split the sentence up into a list of words. Join does almost the opposite of split. It glues the list back together. We don't use join as often as split, but it is another useful function to know.